Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading. This is your weekly analysis for pound versus the yen. So the Great British Pound versus the Japanese yen. The date's May 3rd, 11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to stay up to date with all of our weekly videos, make sure you click that red subscribe button. Okay, this is the daily chart for the pound yen. So typically I've been looking at the weekly charts, but I think the daily is probably more accurate for intra-week Forex trading. So we can see here, right now, price is essentially moving below this grid-like line, if you will, and really this is close. We're going to see here to our weekly R1 at the 135.37 mark. So go ahead and scoot this down here to meet that pivot. There you can see prices were rolling below that, if you will. So as long as R1 holds, my sentiment is bearish. We can see multi-year price action well above this line, but then we see tested back in 19, several times in 19 it offered support and or resistance into 2020, doing the same thing once again, just held again. So my guess is that we will see the selling resume here soon. If we were to draw a trend line, if you will, you could form a very long-term bearish descending triangle. And hey, prices could kick back up into above this line, but it would need a pretty significant reason why. That folks were moving out of reserve currencies, which I don't see that happening right now. So let's go ahead and zoom into the 4-hour chart and apply our pivot points. Okay, we see price here just moving above the daily average, fast moving average. That's good. However, it's sitting on top of it with a recent sell-off, meaning if price continues to ebb down below it, then our bears resume. So 133.66 looks that's where price is sitting right below as we open the week. There we go. That's our weekly pivot point. Our first resistance is at 135.37. So, right above that line, we can go ahead and keep that there. So any resume, if price goes back to this point, expect selling orders to be en masse around here. If they were to continue through there, 137.17 would be your next resistance. So, right about there. If we look back here, just a couple weeks ago, we can see that's the last time that price was significant. So setting us up for R2. Okay. Forgot to put the R2 there, but that's what that means there. Let's go ahead and talk about support. First support at 131.18. So down here. Now, just like we saw with a bunch of the dollar pairs, it looks like sideways trading's happening. Looks like we might have moved into the lower half of this price range between 131 yen and 135. So what's that again? 131.18, S1, 131.18. So S2, 130.15. They're not there. Move here. So knowing that second support is right there, right below that, I think the scenario for range trading is highly probable in the near future. So the good news is you can make pips as price trolls along the bottom of this range. You put your buys, and when it gets near the top, you place your sells, and that's the game. Put your stops right above. Now, sometimes notice that price will start to move above this trend line, but right when you think it's about to change trend, quote unquote, and in fact, it's just the sell-off, and all the sell orders are remain up here. It just market volatility can push the candlesticks into that area. Doesn't mean it's a trend reversal. It's just testing it, and then when these shadows move away, it means it tested, and the selling was so extreme that pushed it down below, and then we can see prices retracting into this price zone. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you make lots of pips this week with all your trading, and we will talk soon.